happy Turkey Day, whatever you want to call it. Um, so basically, this this live is about the holidays. Obviously, as we know, with the holidays, we already know what people do. We know what people are doing. They're gonna watch the football game and they're gonna pig out. Which, look, if you're the type of guy that's like, I don't care, I don't give a crap about fitness, and I don't care about staying in shape or losing weight, disregard the video. This isn't for you. This is for people who have this whole New Year's resolution, right? They're like, yeah, when the new year comes, I'm gonna get in shape and all that good shit. But come Thanksgiving, right? Not only Thanksgiving, I'm gonna talk about Christmas too, but come Thanksgiving, here they are getting stuffed. The turkey isn't the only thing getting stuffed, right? And these holidays like Thanksgiving are gonna celebrate. Yeah, people are celebrating like a motherfucker right now. Drinking their ass off, eating. But the holidays are gonna separate the lean from the dad bods. Okay. Happy Thanksgiving. What's up? Level up. Level up, blah. Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. So the holidays are gonna separate the people that are really about this lean shit or really about this fitness stuff from the people with the dad bods. Or, like I said, everyone is like, oh, yeah, you should let people do what they want. Yes, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But this is for people who claim they want to get in shape or keep talking about, I'm not in shape and I can't get in shape. These holidays really test everybody, right? They test the people who are really dedicated to this crap, this fitness stuff, and people who are not, right? Because now when you get around your folks, when you get around a family, they're gonna have obviously the turkey if they can even cook it. Most people can't even fucking cook. So if they even do have turkey, you might have pecan pies, you might have cakes everywhere. You're gonna have all types of desserts, all types of hams, all that good stuff. So this is really, really a test. And most people are going to fail it, right? Most people are going to fail it. Hell, even me, just looking at some of the stuff sometimes, me and my family, we already did the whole Thanksgiving thing. Um, some of the food I was looking at, I'm like, crap, bro, this looks so damn good. They had the cakes out, they had the good dressing out or stuffing, they had the ham. I'm like, man, tear this whole, I could tear this whole damn table up. Okay. I could tear this whole table up. But I'm like, you know what? I could do that and I could set myself back because here's what people don't understand with the whole New Year resolution thing. It's You're already failing. If you have this whole ideology of, oh yeah, I'm gonna get fit, my New Year resolution, you're already failing because you're treating it like it's some type of fad. You're treating it the being fit, oh yeah, it's a New Year's resolution. You're treating it like some type of fad or some type of seasonal type of ideology, right? You're treating it just like a holiday. You're treating it like, oh, Christmas, that's only one day. Thanksgiving, that's only one day. That's how you're treating it. You're not treating it like, okay, I'm gonna be the best version of myself. I'm gonna be the leanest version of myself, or most in shape, most jacked, whatever, pause, version of myself. And this is a lifestyle. No, people are like, oh yeah, starting the New Year's, I'm gonna hit the gym and eat better. But for now, I'm about to stuff my face with all three of these cakes. Your grandma made a cake, your mama made a cake, your fucking auntie made a cake, right? And they're like, damn, I'm just gonna stuff my face with all of this and I'm gonna eat the whole fucking turkey. Happy Thanksgiving, introvert galore. Thank you, sir. Happy Thanksgiving to you too. You are a great streamer. Thank you, sir. But yeah, so it's 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 really temptation like a motherfucker. But with that whole New Year resolution thing, like I said, it's people treat fitness like it's some sort of seasonal thing, like it's a seasonal job at UPS or some shit. Oh yeah, New Year's resolution, I'm gonna get fit. 9 times out of 10, 9.5 times out of 10, if that's even possible. Thank you for the little gift thing, MR. It's like they're like, yeah, I'm gonna get fit. No, you're not. Most people, once the New Year's hits, they're gonna already be in a deficit, meaning they're already gonna be like 10 pounds overweight in a span of 2 months because they've been eating like shit for the whole holiday season. And they're gonna probably hit the gym, the whole generic uh New Year's January thing for like 2 weeks and fall off. That's usually what happens. Now, people, that's the dad bod people. Now, the people that are really about this shit, they know. Absolutely love your videos on dealing with haters. Happy Thanksgiving. Lusky Beer Brothers. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, the people that are lean, the people that are in shape, the people that are jacked, whatever you want to call it, they're going to approach Thanksgiving and Christmas because depending on your family, they cook good as fuck. Depending on your household, I know my households, they don't technically celebrate Thanksgiving in December or December, Christmas, but they cook their asses off, right? So, people that are leaner or that are in shape, they're gonna look at these foods and they're gonna be like, okay, that cake, that pie looks good as fuck. But I know if I eat this, I'm gonna look like trash, right? Now they have turkey, and turkey is a great sort. Like this is how leaner people, this is how people that are in a fitness think. They're gonna be like that turkey, that's gonna give me gains like a mug, right? And yes, I might have a little ass portion of dressing or something like that, but you are being conscious. You're staying away from that, from grandma's red velvet cake or fucking your auntie's famous pie or whatever. You're staying away from the heavy gravy and the heavy all that stuff that damn well is going to make you balloon during the holiday season. And the thing about eating these type of foods like cakes, fried, some people do fried turkey. If you're in the South, if you're in the South, first of all, shout yourself out. But in the South, we eat everything fried. Everything is, we cook good. Fried turkey, all of that shit. The thing about this type of food is it's extremely addictive. So the dad bod guy that's talking about, I'm going to be in shape starting the New Year's, right? He is he is going to look at this food and he's going to think about it in a temporary way. He's going to be like, "Oh yeah, I'm going to eat this fried turkey and I'm going to eat this red velvet cake, right? And I'm going to stop when the New Year's hits." Well, the thing about that good ass red velvet cake is that it has like 2 pounds of fucking butter and sugar in it, right? It's got all these, it has all of these addictive ingredients in it. So you're eating this and you're like, you know what? I ate this red velvet cake. I beasted half of the red velvet cake. I beasted half of this pecan pie. By the way, pecan pie is my favorite type of pie. And that's when I used to indulge in it like frequently. But the thing about those foods is they're addictive as hell, right? They are addictive as hell. Shanwa Gaines, shout out, man. I'm making all of that. Shout out, man. And there's nothing wrong for people who eat these type of foods. I will be lying to you if I didn't say I might take a small ass piece of cake. I might take a small ass little portion of something, but I'm conscious. I'm like, okay, I'm factoring this in, right? Factoring this in. And I know, you know, bro, it's once a year. Nobody's eating this whole cake, whole turkey. Uh, See, like I said, that's the mind state. I'm telling you, there's a difference between people who think ahead of time with shit, right? Because, like I'm saying, all of these foods are addictive as fuck, right? All of these are addictive as hell. These foods are addictive as hell. So, yeah, you might tell yourself the dad bod, right? I'm just characterizing these people um based, I'm gonna call them dad bods and lean bodies, right? The dad bods are thinking, oh yeah, it's once a year. But dude, those foods are addictive as hell. And uh, for the most part, most people, probably 90% of the population, is when they eat that food, when they eat that good ass cake, when they stuff their belly with a whole bunch of crap, they're gonna be like, you know what? They're gonna be like, whatever, fuck it. I'm just gonna keep eating this because it's addictive, right? It is addictive. Did you used to be fat, overweight? I did. I did. I used to be a big boy, right? I used to be a big boy, and like I said, man, that's why I keep saying pecan pie. I love pecan pie. Like, I'm Southern. I'm from Texas. I'm from Houston. Like, pecan pie, that's my shit. Or pecan, whatever y'all want to say, you know. Um, so I'm speaking from experience. And yes, obviously, if you are a lean body, or if you're a person that is on his fitness stuff and that's focused, you at some point you're like, okay, I know these foods are super addictive, or they call them hyper palatable. And I recently learned this term. Uh, I recently learned this term from other YouTubers. Hyper palatable, right? Like, shout out Luther Versulian. He said that word hyper palatable. I always knew what it was, but I didn't have a name to it. So hyper palatable is foods like junk food that's super easy to eat, extremely easy to eat, but it's very hard to put down, right? It's very hard to put down. Like honey buns. That was another one of my secret, not secret, because everybody knew my fat ass would be eating honey buns in front of everybody, right? Even my wifey was like, "Damn, chill out with the damn honey buns and those little banana slice cakes and stuff." And I love pastries and donuts. When I ate those, a couple hours, like 30 hour later, 30 minutes, an hour later, I'm like, damn, I want some more food. And it would be more food that's bullshit. Like, I wouldn't want anything healthy. I would want like a burger or something like that. Right. Now, that's the dad bod version. Now, like I said, the most people, the majority of the population, they're not going to tell themselves that, hey, look, this food is very addictive and it's going to set me back into the New Year's. They're not telling themselves it's going to put me in like a 10-pound overweight into the New Year's. They're not thinking like that. They're thinking, oh, this is just temporary, quote unquote. But they eat this stuff, and like most people, like 90% of people, 95% of people, they're not going to have that self control to stop eating those type of foods, right? Because how would you lean out? How would you lean out? By exercise and tracking your macros, right? A lot of people talk shit about tracking your food, and I would argue with those people that, hey, you could eyeball your food if you want to, but if you want to get those results quicker, I'm telling you guys, measure your food. I wish I had my scale. I don't know where the hell my scale is. It looks like a damn dope scale. Let me show you guys real quick. Oh, here it is. This is my dope scale right here, right? This is my food scale. Need to wipe this mug off. This is my food scale right here. This bad boy helped me drop by 33 pounds. Okay. This shit helped me drop by 33 pounds. See, this is the stuff that lean people think about. And it's not for everybody, right? Being in shape and being lean, whatever you want to call it, it's really not for everybody. It really isn't. It's really not for most 95% of people. But Katsu Yonder, I hope I pronounced that. Hey, it's Tarek. I love your videos. You be dropping gems. Keep them coming. Thank you, sir. Sorry, guys, if I haven't been looking at all the comments, but I got to keep train of thought. You have to track and weigh your food if you really want to get lean, or else you will underestimate your calorie intake. Arson, absolutely, dog. Absolutely. And a lot of people say that weighing your food is stupid or it's OD, but 95% of people, most people are not lean, you know? Most people, so you're listening to people that aren't at the level that you want, right? And I'm by no means, I'm still not at the level that I want, right? I'm steadily progressing. So I'm not sitting here saying I'm the epitome of being lean and fitness, but you know what I'm talking about? Do you weigh your dumps? Yep. Them hoes usually are 5 pounds. Man, these folks be funny as hell, man. These folks are funny as shit. But after no bullshit, y'all, I'm not even gonna lie to you. After I be taking dump, like not to get graphic, but just because there's so many nuances. After you have a bowel movement, I'm gonna just say that to keep it PG or whatever. After you take a shit, after you take a dump, that could literally drop you by like a pound or two. Real talk, it's happened. Okay. But if you want to lose weight, if you want to keep track and really lose weight, yes, weighing your food is going to get you there quick fast, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all this. About 5, 6 months ago, I was like 213 pounds. I'm 6 foot, right? I'm 6 foot. A lot of you guys know this. I'm 6 foot tall. I was 213. Now, a lot of you guys might be thinking, oh, 213 for someone that's 6 foot, that's cool because you're taller. Guys, let me tell you guys something. Unless you are like 6'2", 6'1", 6'2", for real, your body weight should not start with a 2. I'm gonna tell you that right now for the average person. Now, if you're some kind of athlete, I know what someone is gonna come and say, oh, if you play football or something or other like that, that's those type of cases. I'm saying in general, if you are above like if you're under like 6'1", 6'2", right? Your weight should be like at the mid 190s. I'm just telling, I'm gonna tell you guys just like this, because a lot of guys, they fall into this whole victim weight rhetoric. We've all heard this. Type a one in the comment section if you heard about this victim weight trend. Tell me, type a one in the comment section if you've seen this stupid ass trend about if you're under 200 pounds or 220, whatever the fuck, your victim weight. Type a one in the comment section. And to be quite frank, some of the most in shape people, like you see these boxers, these UFC fighters, they are all like 190, 185, like super, like their weight is well below 200, right? Their weight is well below 200. And the people that made this whole victim weight rhetoric, let me tell you who made that is gym bros, right? Is gym bros that have a whole bunch of excess lumps in their stomach and rolls that want to make themselves feel better. Like, oh yeah, I'm big body. So if you're under 200 pounds, you're victim weight. But when they look in the mirror, they got a whole bunch of jelly rolls and you feel me? Whole bunch of jelly rolls and love handles, right? Guys, I figured out how to fart into my own mouth. Nice. You're out of there. Bro, I'm 6'2" and muscular, and the difference between me being 200-ish and low 190 is a noticeable difference. The ab vascular, dude, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I don't have ab veins, right? But I'm not that goddamn lean. But I'll tell you this, even you guys, 10 pounds overweight, right? You guys are thinking about, what about heavyweight? They big, no. Heavyweights are like what? How tall is a heavyweight? And like I said, I'm using I'm using the average person. I'm not using football players and fucking boxers and shit. Heavyweights, like what's the average heavyweight's height? 6'2", 6. Like think about Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all. Think about Anthony Joshua. He's like in the 200s. He's tall as fuck. He's definitely over 6 foot, right? Someone correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. Do you box or anything? You have pretty big cauliflower ears. Nah, I just have big ass ears. I don't box. My ears are just big as hell. I'm 5'10" and 175 pounds with skinny fat, trying to lean bulk. Anthony Joshua is 6'5". He weighs 240. Facts. Anthony Joshua is swole as hell and he's muscled up. He's 6'4" and he's in the 200s, but he's 6'4". Now, the average person, right? The average guy that's like 6 foot and below is usually for them to have a good muscle mass that's showing, that's not being covered up by fat, their weight is gonna be when I say 195, like 195 is like I'm 5 foot. For me to be 195 and not have excess fat, I would have to be damn near like Brock Lesnar status, right? So y'all just think, you know what I'm saying? Just think about that shit. How you little bro called said he missing all his shirts. Oh, appreciate it. You probably fat as hell, talking shit. It be the fat ones, dog. It be look, man. The people that be coming for me, the people that be coming for me are usually have no profile picture, right? And usually look like shit. Anyway, so the dad bods. Back to the whole Thanksgiving thing. The dad bods are gonna be looking at all of the food and they're gonna be tearing that crap up. You're a little man. Thank you, sir. I try. So anyway, you know, they're gonna be looking at all the food and they're gonna be like, man, I'm about to tear this up. And here's the thing though, I made a video talking about uh how Ozempic is flying off the shelves, right? Where you guys type one in the comment section if you saw my if body positivity is a thing, then why is Ozempic flying off the shelves? Type a one in the comment section if you guys seen that, right? But um, you know, if everybody's talking about, I got a couple folks typing one. If everybody was so, oh, weight doesn't matter and all the hell and all that bull crap like that, talking about weight don't matter and who cares? Why do you keep talking about weight and obesity? First of all, two things. 70% of America is obese. That's the newest statistic that came out. Second, if it was all good and nobody was worried about weight, why the hell is Ozempic flying off the shelves? Why is Ozempic? See, and the thing about it is the reason why I know Ozempic is a big thing is because everybody knows what Ozempic is. Everybody and their mama knows what Ozempic is. It's not like some kind of obscure medicine like rizatriptan, right? That's for migraines. I bet none of you guys knew what the fuck rizatriptan is, right? Maybe one or two people, but no one really knows what rizatriptan is. Everybody knows what Ozempic is. Everybody knows what Ozempic is. You dig? I did. Well, like I said, one or two people might know what rizatriptan is, but everybody knows what Ozempic is. So what that says is that weight is a huge issue, and it's an American problem. When I travel the world, it's rare to see fat people. Jake, It's easy to look better than 90% of the guys according to the internet. Shut sounds like a spell from Harry Potter. Okay. Anyway, but yeah. Yeah, and you know what though? Who said that comment? Jake. Jake. You might think it's an American problem, but this shit is getting bad in Europe too, like UK. If you're from the UK, drop a UK emoji in the comment section. I love to see my overseas people interact with me. I love when someone's like, yeah, shout out from Finland or shout out from UK and shout out from India or shout out from Asia, whatever. But even in the UK, they're facing a huge obesity problem, right? The UK is facing a huge obesity problem. So I would say it's only the United States. I would say it's only the United States, but it's getting worldwide. What did I do for Thanksgiving? Man, I was with my fam bit in the process of moving right now. Okay. I've been watching you since 2023 when I first started the gym and listen to you when I work out. Viet Tally. That's beautiful, bro. Bro. That is to me, I'm about to cry. Now I'm fucking with y'all. But to me, that's a beautiful thing, right? It's a beautiful thing when you have some type of message that someone benefits from, right? Because some people, they might look at my videos and be like, F this guy, he's whack. He ain't even all that. He keeps talking about fitness. He ain't even all that. And he's whack and he keeps talking about big people and he should just leave people alone. But the thing about it is, like I said, obesity, first of all, 70%, that is terrible, right? That is completely unacceptable because think about the societal effects that that's going to have. If almost all the men are obese, right? Who the hell is going to step up and protect the country? Okay? That's cool. I did my mom and dad and my sister. I went to my grandma's and had a party. Okay. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. Jesus loves you, but yeah. Flopped queen. What is he talking about? I'm talking about the difference between people that are going to be fat going into the new year because they can't control themselves during Thanksgiving and the holidays, and the people that are going to be lean going into the New Year's because they know how to portion control. That's what I'm talking about. 70% is astronomical. That's insane. And if you think about it, for, I mean, I have kids. I have three children, right? I got three children. And I'm thinking when they grow up, you know, obviously they're going to see my habits pick up from that. So, being out of shape, that's something that I'm going to nip that shit in the bud, right? Oh, okay. Well, I'm T as fuck. Y'all DW about me. Waste is gone. Damn, I wish I knew what half of that sentence meant, but for sure. Flop Queen, shout out to you and congratulations on your waist going down. You know, you look good, twin. David, what up, twin? Man, this new slang, this man, twin. That should be killing me, bro. Cause I'm like, I'm a millennial. I guess I was born in '89. I'm still trying to catch up to the slang. Twin, what up, twin? I eat what I want. I don't go crazy though. I run 2 to 3 miles every single day and do pull-ups, lift weights, 200. Ashton, like, see, that's the thing. That's the thing, Ashton. The whole thing about eat with balance and eat whatever you want. That only works for like 5% of the population, because only 5% really have that type of discipline to eat one little slice of cake, right? Let's use a Thanksgiving scenario. You see your grandma's red velvet cake. I keep talking about red velvet cake. I must be wanting that shit. You see your grandma's good ass red velvet cake, right? And you're like, you know what? I'm gonna take one little slice and I'm gonna account it for my calorie intake. Bam, that's the end of that. That's 5% of people, right? That's like 5% of people. The rest, 95% of people are gonna be like, man, my grandma made her triple butter, triple sugar, 50 grams of sugar red velvet cake. I'm gonna eat half of that bitch and work out New Year's though. New Year's comes 2 months later, and they still eating red velvet cake and still plowing down ham. That's the difference, right? So you can't really say eat in moderation for 95% of people, because 95% of people have no moderation, right? Black I ate said he ain't lying. Our kids don't play in parks anymore. Video games rule and work. Yep. Yep. I work at a children's hospital and they are on medication for type 2 diabetes. Facts. Facts, man. Facts. You know, these pharmaceutical companies, look, when the holidays come around, big pharma's doing this. You guys know the Birdman? You know that Birdman looking over the building from behind the wall like a damn creep with him rubbing his hands like that. Like he looking at Lil Wayne. That's what Big Pharma's doing when the holidays roll around. They're doing a freaking Birdman hand rub because they know, especially with Ozempic and GLP ones. Man, Big Pharma's doing this. Like, yeah, Playboy, after you eat that Thanksgiving dinner, you're gonna be coming back to us. You're gonna be coming to us. Ozempic finna make a killing this new year, bro. I'm gonna look up the stats once the New Year's hits. After Thanksgiving in December, them GLP ones are gonna be on fire. Okay. Introverted galore said, introverts galore. Are you an ectomorph, mesomorph, or an endomorph body type? If you wouldn't mind me asking. Um, Dude, I'm the one in the middle, right? I'm more on a skinnier side. If you can't tell, I'm more on a skinnier side, but I could gain weight if I eat. Like, if it wasn't for me being somewhat, if it wasn't for me going to the gym faithfully, I would have ballooned up, right? But my gym was there, but my diet was trash. And dog, if your diet is off, your gym is null and void. I'm gonna tell you guys here first. You heard it here first. If you go to the gym faithfully, you could go to the gym 5, 6 times a week. If your diet is trash, it's null and void. Okay, null and void. How about Trulicity, Daniel? Trulicity, what the hell is that? That's the evil hand rub villains be doing. Yep. That's look, Big Pharma, after they see that the table spread with ham, with all that good honey glazed ham and that gravy everywhere, and the motherfucking, what else do people eat on Thanksgiving that's high? And they see all of these desserts. Big Pharma's rubbing their hands like, yep, we got them, right? If you go to the JJ Beza said, if you go to the gym and just smash cardio constantly, I think you can eat anything, to be honest. That is the biggest. Let me tell you something, JJ. Guys, listen up. That is the biggest falsehood that I don't know where people got this notion of you can eat like complete shit and hop on a Stairmaster and you'll be all right? You guys have seen people in the gym. I know personally me. I've seen people in the gym year in, year out, stepping on that same Stairmaster, stepping on the same treadmill, still fat. You know why? Because they think that a cardio machine is going to beat out that weekend of donuts and tequila. You feel me? Enjoy your radiation charge smart meter showers. Okay, I will. Thanks. I'm trying to get lean too, twin David. Yeah, man. Hey, look, diet is 90% of looking good. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to tell you guys here first. Some people are gifted enough. Look, some people are gifted enough to beat a shitty diet. Not for long, though. Not for long. When they start getting older, that shit catches up to them. Like what all these athletes, right? Let's take Charles Barkley, for example. Well, Charles Barkley, damn, he's kind of a bad example. Anyway, the average person, they could get away with that maybe when they're younger. But what all that junk food does is since we're not meant to process preservatives, we're not meant to process all of those additives that they add in food, right? We're not meant to process, like, let's take a honey bun, for example, one of my favorite poisons. Uh, you eat honey buns for 10 years straight as part of the diet, not the only thing. All of that shit that your stomach cannot digest, that your body can't metabolize, guess where it's going, bro? Sitting right here. You feel me? Sitting right here. Yeah, I know Charles Barkley is a terrible example because he was never that in shape, right? But Tarek the Truth. You must know Trey the Truth. Shout out Houston. All that shit, as you age, is gonna sit right here in your gut, right? Do I eat a lot of eggs? Do I eat a lot of eggs? Hold on. Do I eat a lot of eggs? Man, hold up. Right? I'm gonna just show y'all real quick, man. Bam. You wanna get lean? This is ground turkey. 93% lean. Sorry to my vegans, but kiwi. Bam. This is the type of shit y'all need to be eating, man. You wanna get lean? This is a few examples, right? Few examples. Got the yogurt, got the blueberries. You dig? This is the type of stuff that you need to be eating. Been going 2 months. I've seen slight progress and been doing my calorie counts, 6 to 1K calories, 20, 35K steps. Damn. Well, I guess, is that monthly or daily? Christ, 20K steps? You walking all day. You walking everywhere, ain't it? My advice, because I still bloat time to time. I eat McDonald's every day. That's daily? Shit. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you. But those are the type of foods that need to be bacon will unite us all. Facts. Sorry to my Muslims, haram. That's haram. No bacon. Haram. Shout out to my Arabs and my Muslims. But um if you really want to see those results, man, you feel me? If you really want to see those results, you even though it's the holidays, you got to restrain yourself. Am I saying don't enjoy yourself? Not at all. But when you see that whole spread, just know, if you're really about that lean life, if you're really about that fit life, just know that you're not going to be able to eat probably 90% of that shit. And it's hard. It's not for everybody. It really is not, right? It really is not. And I'm saying this for the vast majority, like I said, for people who do have that discipline, yeah, they can eat that little ass slice of pecan pie and be done because they have that discipline. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. For the mass majority, I'm getting in that majority. But for the vast majority of people, I would say just if you don't stray away from that food, you're gonna be eating it going into the New Year's. And man, the New Year's resolutionist, dog. And it's like when New Year's resolutionists going to the gym, that shit is so it's like I don't know how to feel about it because on one it's like a double-edged sword. It's a catch 22. On one hand, they're actually going to the gym, which most people aren't even going to do even though it's New Year's. So they're at least trying. On the other hand, I know by the time January finishes, they're going to go right back to the same bullshit. Only maybe 1 or 2% are gonna stay within that whole New Year's crowd and really make it a lifestyle. So it's like a love hate or a catch 22 with the whole New Year's resolution crowd. You dig what I'm saying? It's really a catch 22 because if I were to just say, you know, those people are whack, I would be wrong because some of them might actually benefit from it. And that's the main thing people say, oh, well, at least they're going in there, at least they're going to the gym. Yeah, but they're doing it as like a fad. They're treating it like it's some kind of fashion trend, right? They're treating it like it's, what was a fashion trend that faded out. Y'all remember those big ass red boots that look like Mickey Mouse boots that came out? Those big old red, stupid ass Mickey Mouse looking boots that came out for like a month and they faded away. Y'all remember that type of one? If you remember that stupid ass fashion trend, right? They're treating it like that. They're treating it like FUBU. They're treating it like tall white tees. Like it's a little trend that comes and goes. And most people, right? Most these people that talk about fitness, they're gonna tell you the number one place that fitness starts is your mind, right? Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a good ass group going. Happy Thanksgiving. Take that red velvet cake and shove it up your ass. All right. Nah, I'm just playing. Y'all be blessed. Love y'all. Catch y'all in the next video. Peace.